crackle, pop.
I think you can start crackle pop things that haven't ever been snapped, crackled, and popped.
Hey, Jacob, whenever you and Chelsea go to see all those flowers, because that's a real girly thing that she wants to do.
Texas
tulips.
Me and Shane will go.
Okay.
We'll lighten the load for you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her she gets like 4 pictures and then that's it. She's got 4 tries.
That's the girliest thing I've ever.
So cute.
Hey, guys, Freestyle Friday. I'm Casey.
I'm Kadimah.
I mean, my voice is a little bit better than
I'm Kadimah.
That's better. That's better.
I'm Kadimah.
Oh my gosh. I'm hungry.
Well, you know what you should do? You should drink some water, and then you should drink some more water.
I need another coffee. I've already had 2. Is it bad I have another one? Is it
How many have you had today?
2?
You've had 2? Okay. Okay. You deserve a third one, but it's got to be black coffee.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm Kadimah.
We gotta run.
Casey looks a little different this week.
I look the same. I look the same. It's time for me to shave this week.
This steroids are getting different lately.
Alright, so guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome to Freestyle Friday. I'm one of your hosts today. I am Kadimah.
And I'm Jacob, special guest here.
Alright, so guys, we are getting into the nutrition today. And I brought nothing less than the best of the rest, I must confess. That is Coach Jacob Lively. He is my nutrition coach. He is Casey's nutrition coach, Emily's nutrition coach, all of our gym members' nutrition coaches. So we want to get into it. We want to talk about something that we believe is a thing that people need to hear. And so we're going to get right into it here shortly. Hey, if you're watching, please comment and let us know because we can't see. What is up, Tyler? What is up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
So we're going to get into it here shortly. And,
That was me.
well, thanks, somebody. We're saying hi to myself.
Yes, you gotta say hi to yourself.
Okay, well.
Hey, gotta show
Hi,
yourself
self.
some love, okay?
Hi, self.
Show yourself
Hi.
some love.
Hi, self.
Hi, self
Hi.
to Tyler self.
Yes. Hi, self to Tyler self. All right. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk
right.
about this milk thing.
All right. So, title for today. It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice. So you can guess automatically what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some milk, some dairy, etc., etc. Well, your first question is, doesn't milk build strong bones? No, it does not. You've been lied to. I'm going to tell you why, okay? Milk does not build strong bones. That's something that was created who knows how long ago. I don't even know. And so long ago, it's a society norm that you've just heard. Milk builds strong bones.
Yeah.
Why do we think that? Why do you think milk builds strong bones?
I mean, I for sure used to drink milk because the commercials told me so.
Yeah, commercials told you so.
For sure. And
Right.
and also think about, I remember Bo Jackson
Yep.
having a sponsorship, and he had a milk because everybody had that milk mustache, which was incredible, by the way. Like, I've
Yeah.
never had milk be on my mustache.
Yeah,
like
I don't know
that.
how they do that. I mean, they're really bad at drinking milk.
I know, but it
They
was
got
like
milk mustache.
incredible. The TV would never lie to me. You, on the other hand, I don't know. Well, touche, Tyler, touche. But I remember as a kid, like, we got milk. It would be at least a gallon a week. At least a gallon a week
At
of milk
least.
to eat all the cereals.
Yep.
And that was the thing. It was like it's supposed to build strong bones.
It was the thing. It was the thing.
So
Well, the reason why we're told milk builds strong bones is because there's a lot of calcium in it, there's a lot of protein, a lot of fat, etc., etc. But mainly the thing is, hey, it has a lot of calcium. Yeah, that's great and all. It does have some calcium in it, just like other things have calcium in it, whatever. The difference is milk calcium, that is directly from the cow, is acidic to the human body. No matter how much you process it, it's acidic to the human body. The way that our body fights that acidity is it takes calcium out of our bones that we already have in our body. They already have calcium in it. Takes it out of there, combines it with that dairy milk, and it neutralizes it. So therefore, it's neutralized. After that happens, guess what happens? You don't reabsorb it. You excrete it, and you can't get it back. Plain simple.
We have a question from the gallery over here. Somebody's trying to hit you with some science right now. Please explain why the historical problem of osteoporosis in East Asia disappeared with the introduction of milk into the East Asian diet.
All right, Stetson, I'm going to do my best here. Please tell me why Americans drink the most milk, have the weakest bones. Asian society that drinks the least amount of milk has the strongest bones.
Judge.
I hit you with a question as well.
Mm.
All right, we'll get back to that one. Okay. Not only can your body not reabsorb that calcium that you just excreted, neutralized, etc., it makes your bones weaker. Now, if you think you just drink milk all the time, that your bones become brittle, well, it takes a long time. It's just like with anything else. If you eat one cheeseburger a day, you're not going to get fat immediately. It takes time. Just like with everything else. No matter if you're heading in the right direction or the wrong direction, it's going to take some time. So, 1, weakens your bones. 2, it inflames your joints. Everybody can test this out. Test this out for me, and you let me know how it goes. Drink a gallon of milk. Night before. If you run the next day, go run 6 miles. Tell me how you feel. If you don't run, if you don't exercise, why are you even talking to me if you don't exercise? Move on, okay? I was just plain and simple. You gotta stay active, period. Anyways, drink your gallon of milk. Next day, go exercise. Tell me how your joints feel, okay? Next week, don't drink milk whatsoever. Go exercise again. Tell me how your joints feel. Guaranteed, they're going to feel better when you don't drink milk. Everybody can test this out. You don't have to have a degree in this. Go test it out. What did he say?
He said acid from Cokes, period.
Huh.
So that's the answer. Is that what you're trying to say the answer is? They drink too many Cokes? When was that founded?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know what he's talking about there.
I could get
I
down.
mean, I don't agree with pop whatsoever. So, anyways, so inflames your joints, straight up, plain and simple. And the last big one I want to cover is we all typically have some kind of cancer cells in our body. That doesn't mean that they're active. They can be dormant. They can be dormant for years. If you have some that are active, it is shown. Once again, everything I'm saying is based on research. I do have a degree in this. I did have to spend an entire semester just researching milk. Okay, so this is all research. It inflames, aka grows, cancer cells. It's like putting fire to the flame or putting gas on the flame. It inflames it. Plain and simple. You can look all of these things up. Yeah, you're going to find things that say milk builds strong bones, etc., etc. Do some research yourself, and you're going to find the counterparts to everything that I'm saying.
What about lactose-free? Is it just the lactose that's a problem?
As in what?
I know from a digestive standpoint, lactose gets a lot of people where they have diarrhea or intense stomach cramps or gas, any type of stuff like that. But if they they sell lactose-free milk, is that get rid of the problems with the milk? Or does it just get rid of the problems with the gas?
That gets rid of the lactose.
Okay.
Yeah, the lactose.
So is there a way of them being able to structure milk in a way that it is good for you?
Straight up dairy milk, negative. From everything that I've gathered through my degrees, research, etc., it's like pop, basically. There's not really healthy things that come from drinking pop, correct?
Besides my emotions.
Yeah, exactly. Like we all want to believe so hard that milk is good for us because it tastes good, which it does. It tastes good. Like, I'm very much against dairy, but it still tastes good. Like, it is. No fighting that. But we all want to believe that it's good for us because it also tastes good. Like, it tastes way better than water, but water is obviously the most healthy thing that we can drink, right?
Okay.
We know that pop's not good for us. Like, if you think pop's good for you,
it's good for my soul.
yeah,
I know it's good for my
yeah,
soul.
we got a lot of problems if you think it's like healthy for you. But we all want to believe that milk is healthy for us because it tastes good. Okay? Not the case.
So how come people don't see adverse effects? You know, some people severely see adverse effects. Like, I know if I was to drink some milk today, it'd be bad.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be very, very, very bad.
Yeah, it would be bad.
Like half an hour bad.
Yeah, you see those bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be very, very bad.
But
I wonder if, like, for some people who never see they drink cereal every morning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they drink cereal. They eat cereal every morning, and they put milk, traditional milk, in their cereal every morning. Why don't they see adverse effects too?
It's a great question. It's a great question. So let's say you drink a Dr. Pepper a day, right? It's kind of very similar kind of concept.
Yeah.
Like, if you drink a Dr. Pepper a day, you're not going to feel any difference. Just like if you're drinking a glass of milk a day, in that one sitting, you're not really going to feel a difference. It's compounded over time, consistency, that you're going to start seeing different results.
So it just takes longer and longer to affect.
It just takes time. If you're drinking your one Dr. Pepper, your one glass of milk, or you're going for one 10-minute walk, that will relate to this exercise. You go for one 10-minute walk a day. It's going to take a while before you're like, oh, I'm starting to feel better, see results, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it takes a long time.
Okay.
Same thing with the one glass of milk, one pop. It takes a long time. But research, once again, tells me that that's still bad for me. I know drinking pop's bad for me. If I have withdrawals from drinking pop because I haven't had it, that's usually a bad sign, right? Same thing if you're drinking dairy on a regular basis. You go a while without drinking dairy and you're like, man, my joints feel better. Like, I feel pretty good. Then you go back, you have a glass of milk, and you're like, oh man, my stomach's upset. I'm going to hit the bathroom for the next 3 hours. Like, it's usually not a good thing.
We have one that prefers bourbon instead of a glass of milk or soda.
Okay. Hey, you're an adult. These are just recommendations. You don't have to do it. Do what you want to do. So next up we have, what's special about milk? Like, why do people fight me so hard on it? I mean, it has calcium, which I just talked to y'all about acidity, calcium. It has protein, it has fat. I mean, you can get all those things from other sources that are better for you. I can get calcium through eating vegetables, but vegetables don't taste very good, so why would I want to eat vegetables, right?
Wow. Shooting little shots there.
Yeah, I mean, why would I eat vegetables when they don't taste as good as milk?
Yeah.
Protein. You like meat? You like vegetables? You can get it from there, right?
Okay.
Right? Fats. Pretty much pick up any kind of food. There's going to be fat in it, right? I mean, you can get calcium, protein, fat from other things besides milk. I mean, that's just kind of plain and simple. Substitutes. Let's talk about substitutes. Almond milk, oat milk, cashew milk,
Coconut
vegetables. I mean, those are just if you need that same type of consistency as milk, but healthier. There's tons and tons of options out there. My personal preference is Almond Breeze, unsweetened, original, or vanilla. That's probably the closest thing to the actual consistency and taste of milk without all of the bad stuff that comes with it. Okay. Well, how are you going to milk an almond? I don't know. Have you ever seen chicken tenders made? I mean, come on now. Show me the chicken tenders. Have you seen pop being made? Come on. Whatever.
Just to get a reaction.
I'm not passionate about this at all.
Almond milk's actually really cool.
Also, another substitute of building strong bones. Wolff's Law. Look it up. Wolff's Law. Whenever you apply pressure to your body applies pressure back, and it builds stronger bones. So resistance training, working out, walking, aka exercising, builds stronger bones.
So you wouldn't even have to necessarily supplement to do that.
Correct. Now for the older population, and I'm going to say 40 and above for women, because it happens at 40 and above for women, okay? You might need a little more supplements to just only working out. So you would really have to focus on, eating those vegetables, et cetera, that have a little higher calcium intake, or you can just take a calcium supplement.
What do you recommend?
Even easier. I don't really know of any bad ones. I mean, it's kind of, supplements are the things where you only really hear about the bad ones.
Okay.
As simple as a Google search, good calcium supplements, and you're going to find 17,000 options. Look up one with really good reviews, and you're probably going to be good to go. I mean, the best, other than just straight up research, is getting other people's information on it, how it worked out for them. Yeah. You got any comments on that topic? Okay.
Well, not just not necessarily what's special. You've kind of broken that down. Like, hey, milk. There's nothing really special about milk. You can get everything from milk from something else.
Yep.
But why do doctors still recommend milk? Like, for instance, when Chelsea went to your wife, when she went to your son's 9-month appointment, she recommended milk.
Yep.
Why is that?
Our doctor recommends milk.
Yeah.
Lack of information. And I'm not discrediting doctors whatsoever. Love them. Don't go away. We still need you. But they're not experts in nutrition.
Why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be there?
That's not what they're there for.
What do you mean?
They're there to keep us alive, right? If we're have a cold, have a flu, et cetera, they prescribe the medication. If we have broken bone, they fix it. If that wasn't the case, why do we have registered dietitians, nutrition coaches, nutrition experts, et cetera? They're not nutrition experts. They have to take a couple of classes on nutrition to get kind of a baseline, and from there, some of them probably do more research than others, more continuing education to further educate themselves on the nutrition, which is awesome, but not all of them do, because that's not their area of expertise. Most doctors have a lot of expertise in different things. Nutrition's not one of them.
Okay.
Their classes that they took are based upon broad information that's run by FDA, et cetera, which have all other. I mean, you could consider this to be a conspiracy theory. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you do your own research, you're going to find out. You're going to find out some things. So do some research there. So like Kadimah was just saying there, our doctor recommended our son, who is 9 months old, drink milk. I obviously was like, heck no, that ain't happening.
I would like to have been there in that room when that was stated.
Like, heck no, that ain't happening. So Chelsea, my wife, was like, well, what are we gonna do then? Our doctor. I mean, I've been chirping in her ear for 6+ years now, and she was automatically, oh, okay, you don't know anything. The doctor knows everything. Like, so you guys aren't the only one. Even my wife is against me. Okay. She's with me a lot of times. She's great. I love her to death. But we still disagree on some things. So, what am I going to do instead for my son, who we're not doing dairy? I'm going to meal prep for him, just like we meal prep for ourselves. Like, he can get his calcium, protein, and fats from other things other than dairy. Super easy. yes, it might be convenient that calcium, dairy, or calcium, protein, fats are all in one substance, as in dairy. But if he has to eat some food to get those same things, I mean, I don't know about you, but I prefer eating food
You already know the answer.
over drinking
You
food.
already know the answer.
So
I will always
if I can
chew.
if I can eat my
Before I
food
have
and
to
get
chew.
all my minerals, supplement, etc., then I'm gonna eat it over drink it.
I will always chew first.
Yeah, exactly. So that was super easy to do, not that difficult. Yeah.
So what? Okay, so what about coconut milk? Is coconut milk okay?
Yeah.
You just don't like it?
It's not, I don't like the taste of it.
Okay, it's too
Personally.
coconutty.
Yeah, I'm not a coconut fan. Like
Okay.
even other things that have like coconut shavings, it doesn't do it for me.
See, you mentioned oat milk, I think, up here.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had that.
Oat milk. It's all right.
It has a lot of
If
calcium.
you've ever had, it doesn't have a ton of calcium. But
What
once
does it
again,
have? Because I feel like it's just water.
So
lots of oats.
so if you've ever had oatmeal, just kind of plain, but a little more milky. So
Okay.
it's all right.
Sounds disgusting.
Once again, my personal preference is almond milk by Almond Breeze, unsweetened. Get the unsweetened, because if you get the sweetened, it just doesn't taste right. You don't need it sweetened. Unsweetened, either original or vanilla.
Plus, it's full of unnecessary sugars.
So let me ask
Yeah.
you this, because this is a good one, because I get this one a lot when I tell people about milk. They say, well, I'm not eating milk, I'm eating cheese. What's the
Okay.
difference?
Same thing. Same thing.
So
I'm
they're
not.
about-
I'm not eating steak. I'm eating fajitas. I don't know. Like it's the same thing. It's the
Okay.
exact same thing.
Okay,
It's
so-
dairy.
So there's a
It's all
problem.
derived from the
Anything-
same thing.
Anything cow milk
Yes.
originated is bad. What about goat milk?
That one there's not as much research, so I can't confirm nor deny that one.
Okay.
I haven't researched that one. as
Because
much.
there's some people that have issues with dairy, milk, right?
Yeah.
Like dairy milk, but don't have issues with goat milk.
Yeah, and that's a great point as well. Like, what about those people that are lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
Because those people are born lactose intolerant and they from birth can't have dairy milk because they're lactose intolerant.
Okay.
Do you see a bunch of people that are lactose intolerant with just like the most brittle bones?
No.
No.
My brother is pretty big built, and he is lactose intolerant.
Right.
So.
So they're born not allowed to have dairy milk, and they survive just fine. I mean,
Are eggs dairy? This is a
I'm gonna let you answer this one.
This is a so.
Are eggs dairy?
This is a total true statement.
You're asking if eggs are dairy.
I assume not, because they come from chickens.
No, but chickens are dairy.
What?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yes. Just like when you eat Chick-fil-A, you know where where that chicken comes from? It comes from cows.
Anyway, you see the little nose thing? I can tell you're playing right now.
Okay. Yes. Dairy and chickens.
They all
Absolutely.
come from the farm, right?
So yeah, so you're not supposed to eat
Yeah.
chicken either.
Yeah.
So cows basically poop out chickens, poop out the eggs.
Yeah,
and
basically.
something.
Yes.
Yeah, basically. That's how it works.
How'd you not know that?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh my gosh.
She's still got 3 more years of college. She'll learn it.
Yeah.
She'll learn it
Yep.
eventually. She hasn't had
Oh, yeah.
farm class yet.
Okay, so what do you recommend somebody who has been eating milk or drinking milk their whole life? That our education has failed. Example. Oh. So,
Shots
right.
fired.
Okay, so
And you should
personal recommendation for someone who has been drinking milk their entire life. They don't see any issue with it, but you know that it's in their best interest. Because of the information it's in their best interest to start. What is the best gateway to kind of either tapering off of milk or dairy-related products? And what do you recommend?
So tapering, let's say you have to have milk. I mean, I don't have to have green beans. Whatever. Let's say you just have to have dairy, that substance kind of.
Okay.
Start by mixing your milk and almond milk. Just mix them. It doesn't have to be like a huge proportion,
Okay.
but mix them together. Like, do that for a couple weeks, and then make the proportion of almond milk to dairy milk a little greater.
Okay.
So, at first you do 3/4 milk, 1/4 almond milk. Then the next for a couple weeks, and then you make it half and half, and then 1/4 dairy milk, 3/4 almond milk. And eventually you're going to be like, all right, almond milk not terrible. It's usually when people go directly from dairy milk right into almond milk and they're like, this is terrible. Well, yeah. It's like you went from Coke to Diet Coke. Like, yeah, it's terrible. Of course. I went from walking 10 minutes to run a marathon. Like, it was terrible. Yeah. Of course. So, ease out of the dairy. Start mixing in almond milk, and you're probably going to see some better results rather than just going straight from dairy right into almond milk.
Sandra said cashew milk tastes very much like regular milk.
Does
Close.
it?
Yeah.
That's good to know. I've never tried anything other than almond milk, to be honest with you.
I want to try some cashew milk
Yeah,
now.
give it a go. You
Sounds
might not like
delicious.
almond milk. You might like cashew milk. You might like
Well,
oat milk,
yeah.
etc. There's controversy with soy milk, whether it makes you have higher estrogen levels. I don't know. That one's still ongoing. So research out on that one. Yeah, can't tell you any questions or any answers about soy milk at this current time, at least. So transition out of dairy into almond milk or whatever variation substitution you like. But once again, my question is, why do you have to have it? I mean, you don't have to have it. If you like it, that's one thing, and you can work your way towards it. But if you don't, if you just want to cut it out completely, you're not going to start losing strength in your bones. Once again, the easiest experiment is just, if you have dairy on a regular basis, stop having it for a week or two. See how you feel. Start having it again for another week or two. See how you feel. Probably going to notice a difference. I mean, said neither one of us really have dairy products of any kind. If we have our cheat meal and we have pizza or a cheeseburger or something, like,
I'm just going to go ahead and tell
really
you.
feeling it the next day.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead. He said it in a very nice way. I usually have diarrhea the next day. Just want to go ahead and straight out tell you.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
I pay the price for that pizza.
That one right there.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That one.
Lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yep. If it's a Monday through Friday and we ate in
Yeah.
here somewhere, I'm going right there.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
If
Yep.
it's not between those confines, I'm at the house. Okay? So I don't eat dairy anymore because sometimes it's just not worth the price of admission. Okay? There are some times when it is. Thanksgiving typically is that time where it's worth all of it.
Yep.
Okay?
I get that.
Sandra said, shoot, next day, you're lucky.
So, I mean, so for me, a lot of the soy issues I've read are exacerbated by the soda. Kind of still gray. Yeah, we've heard the same thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no
just-
general consensus on it yet.
Yeah. There's not any.
Yep.
There's nothing that's been fine tuned on that one
Yeah.
yet.
They haven't done enough research on it yet, but yeah. So okay. So dairy, we've hit that one home. I would say for anybody that's kind of looking to kind of get some substitutes or kind of understand maybe how to think of this in a different way, I think with the training that we're doing, the extensive training that we're doing for our upcoming event coming up soon, as well as just kind of regularly feel, because we exercise a relatively considerable amount, I know that I recover better when I don't have any dairy related products.
Yep.
And even when I cut out more things, I'm finding that as I've reintroduced them, they are giving me some irritability in terms of my stomach and stuff and my gastrointestinal stuff. So there's
Farts
more.
smell different
There's
too.
more.
That might
There's
be a
more
lot of
stuff.
information, but
There's more.
we're around each other a lot. We're
There's
basically
more
the same
stuff.
person.
There's more stuff that you eliminate, and then you'll recognize that they give you some issues. So maybe they didn't before because you always ate them, and you really never noticed it. But the more exercise and with aging and all these different things, stuff hits you and affects you because you've had prolonged exposure to those things for 10 to 15 to 20 years plus.
Yep.
And so that's why they kind of affect you in a different way. So I encourage you to kind of ask questions. We're currently doing some free consultations on nutrition right now. Don't do that very often. because they require so much time, right? We do a body scan, so that means give you a free analysis of your current body composition. Why that's important is it helps us determine factors in terms of risk for high blood pressure, heart-related diseases, those kind of things, as well as it kind of tells you where you would start and where you kind of need to be to be at your goal. You'd be surprised how close you are, but you have no idea because you don't know exactly what the scan says and why it says what it says. And then, Coach Jacob will take you to a process where he explains what these numbers mean and what it actually takes to get you to your goal, because you'll be surprised at how many small things you have to do to get there. Sometimes for many of us and for many of the people that we've talked about it, truth about that smell. Many times the change is getting rid of Diet Coke or minimalizing or reducing the amount of Diet Coke, right? And maybe getting rid of some of those sugar-free sodas and drinks and some other things that have hidden calories in it that you're not aware of, because they do have calories. Even though they say they're sugar-free, they still do have calories, because the sugar or the sweetener that they use has calories in it. It's just less. So there's lots of little things like that I would say kind of help you. And his plan is fully customizable. That's the really cool thing, because all of us actually eat different. All of us like different things, and our clients come in with, hey, look, I don't want to touch a vegetable, and so we have many of those clients. I'll let you kind of expand on that, but
so many. Or they don't want to have to weigh food. Okay, well, it is easier, but if you don't like weighing food, you can use the eyeball method, like using your fist, palm, etc., etc. Very common thing. Don't want to weigh food. They don't want to keep track of how much they're eating. Okay, cool. Well, we can make a plan that I'm going to give you several options as to lunch, dinner, etc., etc. And as long as you stay within those options, you're going to hit your numbers. Like he was saying on the Diet Coke, like a lot of times it's really just some small details. Take away the Diet Coke, start drinking more water. You're probably going to start losing weight just by doing that, right? Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what to eat. Like, rice, chicken, broccoli is a pretty healthy meal, but how much of that is it, right? If you're eating 7 ounces of chicken when you're supposed to be eating 4 ounces, that's still 200 calories more than what you're supposed to be eating. Even though you're having almonds as a snack, you could be eating a handful, which is 500 calories of almond, versus a serving, which is 200 calories of almond. Like, we all know what's healthy, but from there, it's how much do you need? Because as simple as it is, if you're burning 2,000 calories and you're eating 3,000 calories, you're going to gain weight, no matter if you exercise, don't exercise. So you got to be eating less than what you're burning. If you want to lose weight, you got to be eating more than what you're burning if you want to gain weight. Pretty simple. So quality is important as quantity. Yeah.
Sandra comments that diet drinks give her migraines.
Yep, diet drinks, terrible for you.
Very common.
There's so much more chemicals to make them diet that is terrible for you.
I know, man.
I don't know.
I like one.
I personally don't know a single, decently in shape person that drinks diet sodas, etc., on a regular basis.
Oh, okay. I was really hoping you were going to say on a regular basis.
What's considered regular?
You got a homie right next to you.
What's considered regular?
What is considered regular?
At least one every Sunday.
At least one on Sunday.
Then you're fine.
And one on Friday.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah, I had one this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I have a beer from time to time. I usually have at least 1 to 2 beers a week, on average. And that's usually during our cheat meal at some point. We're human beings. Coaches are people too, people. Coaches are people too.
Guys,
we're not inhumane.
If we were able to help you with just a little bit of information or really kind of spark your curiosity in terms of nutrition, please hit us up. Message us here, Facebook. You can do Instagram. You can message us personally. Be Live is on his Instagram. Also, you can just private message us on either platform. You can email us, call the gym, hit our website. You can fill out the nutritional consultation form for that. If you like this content, please like and share it to someone that may benefit from this or may need to hear this because they haven't heard it in this way before. Maybe you've been trying to talk to them about dairy before, or some of these things. So and this will be uploaded to YouTube, so you will be able to research and see that way. So if someone that you don't know doesn't have a Facebook and doesn't look at Facebook but wants to see this information, we'll upload it there as well. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/DTSOF. That is it for today. Again, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Kadimah.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you next week. You got to get those rookies' numbers up, Jacob. You gotta pump
he's talking
those up.
about the beer for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to be the
Yeah.
head.
That's good.